the last 20 years or so, one golf ball has completely dominated the golf ball industry and to some extent revolutionised the game as we play it. It first put into play in 2000, a number of players using it in the Invensys Classic in Las Vegas. One of those players was Billy Andrade, who used the ball to win in its very first week out. Since then, the Titleist Pro V1 has racked up an amazing 2,300 plus wins around the world and has been used by more than 304,000 different golfers since it first launched. It's been the #1 selling ball in golf for a record number of consecutive months and continues to get better and better. We're here right at the start of the 2017 season. There's a new Pro V1 and a new Pro V1x about to be launched. And to find out more about both those balls and how they're going to improve your game and take it to the very next level, I've come to the magnificent Abu Dhabi Golf Club to get all the information that you need.
Before we get into all that though, here's a quick history lesson and the chance to learn more about the brand behind the ball.
History of the company goes back to 1932. So the founders of the company, a guy called Phil Young, was playing golf at New Bedford Country Club in Massachusetts, and he was a really dedicated golfer, a very competitive person, and he hit his putt to win a match on the 18th hole and it missed. And he was that convinced that he'd hit a good putt that he was so obsessive and competitive, he took the golf ball to a friend of his who owned a dentist. And they x-rayed the golf ball and they found that the core of the golf ball was off-centre, so it validated to him that he hadn't missed the putt as such, the product was inferior. And that really started the journey because he set out after that to make the best golf ball he could. And it took him 3 years. He worked with a company called Fred Bomber, and it, as I say, it took 3 years to make the very best golf ball he could make. And that was the very first Titleist golf ball. After that first golf ball in 1935, you know, the success of the company really took on in the 40s. 1949 was the first year we were #1 ball at the US Open, and you know, we were a golf ball company. That's what we were, and that's what we remain to this day. But when the golf club part of the business came along, it was really to protect our golf ball business. So some of our competitors in the market were starting to produce more full line ranges, and to protect the golf ball business and our brand counts on the senior tours and professional tours, it was deemed important to bring golf clubs in to protect the ball count. So our players didn't go elsewhere to get their equipment and therefore move into, say, a golf ball as well. So that's how the strategy came around, and it remains true to this day. If you spoke to the president of our golf club business, Steve Pelisek, he would very happily tell you his role is to support the golf ball. And as much as we make, you know, industry-leading equipment, he knows his place, if you like, and he knows what his role in the company is, and that's support the golf ball business.
So that brings us to the new 2017 Pro V1 and Pro V1x. What are the main features and benefits of both balls? Let's find out.
The new Pro V1 has been billed as the longest ever incarnation of the ball. It's been re-engineered with a next generation 2.0 ZG process core that delivers greater distance in all shots through lower long game spin and faster ball speed, while maintaining the soft feel and excellent short game performance that Pro V1 players demand. A new dimple design meanwhile produces a penetrating trajectory with even more consistent flight. The Pro V1x, famed for its extraordinary distance, has been enhanced with a new dimple design of its own, which has improved its aerodynamics, something that Jordan Spieth remarked on after winning the Australian Open late in 2016 with the new ball in play. Both are extremely durable and feature soft urethane elastomer covers, designed to deliver drop and stop greenside control with soft feel. This in turn provides golfers with the performance and confidence to hit it closer to the hole more often. Each new ball is the result of a long testing and approval process, as Titleist golf ball manager Michael CREIGHTON explains.
We had nearly 90,000 consumers take part in our testing for the 2017 Pro V1 and Pro V1x models. That consisted of 10,000 consumers in the very early stages testing 6 different prototype golf balls, and that ended with 80,000 consumers testing and validating our final 2017 model. Well, in the early prototype testing, what we do is what we call double blind testing, where we put golf balls out to consumers and to tour pros alike and ask them to test a ball with it might have a square on it or a triangle on it against another ball that has some sort of symbol on it. So they don't know what ball they're testing. And then they test it side by side and tell us any characteristics that they notice about the golf ball. Is it firmer feeling? Is it softer feeling? Does it have a higher flight or a lower flight? What they don't know is they're actually testing against the current Pro V1 model and a prototype version that we're looking to maybe produce for the future models. We then take that feedback, and then we, in the 2017 model, we used each element from the 6 prototypes to actually make the final 2017 model that we brought to market, both in Pro V1 and in Pro V1x.
Both balls have proven hugely popular already with players on the worldwide professional tours, including Ryder Cup star Stephen Gallagher. He chose it ahead of all the competitors in the marketplace after his most recent equipment deal expired at the end of last year.
Well, basically my contract was up and I thought I'm going to get the ball that suits my game the best, and I went through a sort of due diligence trying all different balls, and basically came down to what I wanted technically and what I wanted visually. And compatible for my game. The Pro V1x was the ball that came out hands down on top. It gives me more spin, which I need, but without losing the distance, so I can hit it a little higher, a wee bit further, and when I shape it, it keeps shaping, so it does everything that I want personally and what I want to see, without any detrimental. It still spins a lot around about the green, feels the same, so it's more sort of, I spin it more, which is what I need, and when you spin it a lot more, your parameters come in and your dispersion's better, so I should hit it straighter. Basically the ball's giving me more than I can grind, so it's going to make me a better player hopefully.
So with its proven track record of delivering success for players at every level of the game, combined with some fantastic enhancements made for the 2017 editions of both balls, the Titleist Pro V1 looks set to dominate the golf ball industry for a long time to come.